through, and it's so exciting because it fits what's happening in the rest of the research world, not just chiropractic research, but the entire neuroscience research world. Even things like pain. I know a lot of chiropractors don't like pain, but it's actually really freaking exciting because the brain learns to be in pain as part of that negative cascade. And guess what? We have that positive neuroplastic effect, and we've got all this research showing clinically that we're brilliant at it. So everyone in Australia can even talk about this without getting into trouble with that. And that's what's so exciting. And then you can start that whole can of worms conversation with your patients.
Whoa. We got the one that the reason why I made you stop before is because I think that a lot of people are scared. It's even saying that, it's like, hi, my name is Sam, I'm a chiropractor, and I pretty much can't help you because that's what AHPRA says today.
I put a lot of work into that, Sam. I put a lot of work into understanding AHPRA, working with the association in Australia as well, because they had really good contacts and I've done a lot of work with them. Cool. So it was a very long, tedious process, but I've put my head really into what we can and can't claim in Australia as chiropractors based on AHPRA's rules. And so we even have a section on our reality check, therealitycheck.com, the membership on the resource library, that is safe to use from AHPRA's perspective as best I can get my head around, and that's working with the association in Australia. They were really good. Like Anthony Coxon was working, they were really good. So we've got a safe folder where there's information you can use, you can put out there on social media, and all the rest of the resources can be used in-house in your waiting room when you are present. So if you've got a waiting room video, you can use it, or on an iPad in your office. All the resources are safe for that because they're scientific. Yeah. But for external marketing on your website, social media, we have a safe folder so that you don't get yourself into trouble. And there's still so much cool stuff you can talk about, and we can even talk about how to integrate them. Like they're all working. The science is so kind of clear, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I want to maybe cut you off there for 1 second, only from the fact that I think that's the most exciting thing about that is I often say that we have got this beautiful gold product. Like imagine selling gold bars and we're selling it for the price of carbon. Yeah. And most of us have got this mentality. I shouldn't say all of us, but there has been even a lot of the students that when I speak to at our student nights that we run, they kind of feel like, oh, when I graduate, I'm going to spend my 60 or 80,000 bucks on my education. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to be allowed to adjust a neck or if I'm allowed to adjust a baby. And it's just some of this kind of, it could be just fear, and fear is just false evidence appearing real. So the whole point for the innate summer and I know it's safe, I know, but I'm just saying that there's a mentality. We're trying to have that shift. And I love the fact that your research is saying that. And so
it's not even my research, but there's a ton of research on the safety about babies, kids, adults, stroke literature. We do not cause strokes any more than, backing your car out or painting the ceiling does. Like, it's sad. We shouldn't have that fear.
But I think that if we can be, the whole point for this year's Innate Summit, because we are going virtual this year, next year we were aiming to have one of the biggest events in the Southern Hemisphere with over 1,000 people. That it's going to be out of control. We've got to celebrate, we've got to elevate chiropractic. And that's Gabby and my passion, is to kind of make sure we can elevate this thing to the stage where we can kind of promote how awesome we are. We should be literally kind of, in my eyes, the natural healers that are, almost celebrated rather than looked down upon. And a lot of our clients that have seen us for years love us to bits for that very reason. And this year, all about bringing content. So when you mentioned there about your, the reality check, the research stuff that you get involved in, my marketing guy said, Sam, I wouldn't mind some more stuff around social media. What can we do? And I was like, oh, there's some research. I'm not really sure. I've asked some students about it. Then I pretty much got your membership and I went, hey, here's the link. And he just goes, oh my gosh, holy Jesus, I've got years of content here. I was like, yep, go for it. So